But then if you start talking about 100 weights, I tell you...
Well, there's 20 of those to a ton.
Yeah, you can go if you're going to start that, because I am not going into that 100 weight thing.
That's when you get into fluid ounces you want to really start worrying.
Why you ring me up to say to me, now, how many 100 weights are you putting on, farmer? Please. I don't know what you've got to laugh at. I've got it from you. That's the problem.
I don't know.
Well, what you're suggesting, you weren't involved in my conception.
Oh, I can't answer that. You have to talk to your mother.
Weather permitting, looks like the weather is changing now. We've got some unsettled weather going ahead. So I think it's just at the nick of time. Went to the Farmers Weekly Awards last night, did so much talking, I can hear my voice is starting to go. And Tom's just stood there shaking his hand, and Father's in here sort of thinks it's highly entertaining. So it finished at 2 o'clock, and I didn't drink, obviously, and so I had it in my mind that I was going to drive home. So I jumped in the car at 2:30, and I got back here at 10 to 4. To drive through the centre of London. There was absolutely no traffic at all, very little in front of me, if anything, but it's all 20 mile an hour, which honestly, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's slower than slow, quite frankly. But anyway, I got back here in good time, and then got sort of squared up and into bed by 10 to 5, and Alexandra's alarm's going off at 6 in the morning, so I basically had an hour and 10 minutes. And if you know what it's like with a small child in the house, my goodness. So obviously of all the mornings that Natasha wants to wake up early, that's got to be one of them. Anyway, that aside, so here we are battling on. See, the young like Tom, they don't understand this, what it's like to go partying and back up the next day. I remember when I used to milk cows and things, it was almost didn't go to bed, and when he went out to Young Farmers do, then carried on again. Anyway, there we go. I'm sure by the afternoon my age will catch up with me. So unfortunately it's rained this morning. We've only had 4 mil of rain. But it's sort of drizzling now, and it's got them stopped. So we're, Father's just, you were telling me you're interested in the avatar drill, aren't you? You quite like the row spacings and things. Oh no, sorry, that's not what you said, sorry, the opposite.
No, I was very interested to know that I believe they're 10 inches apart, is that right?
25, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And I was just wondering, it's a great shame there isn't a second row that could be lifted in and out when the conditions were right.
Well, I shall tell Michael Horsch if he needs to build a double drill. That's a piggyback drill on the drill, basically.
Well, he could let it to you as a demo for 5 years.
Not sure it quite works like that, Father.
Well, you could always try.
Yes, yeah. So there was concern about putting the Pre-Em on and then having a big flush of rain, washing it down, basically down into the rooting zone, and one for a better word, making the wheat that's then chitted all coming up very sick.
Well, the rain is forecast for this afternoon, right, and the winds.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, that will stop spraying. But anyway, hopefully Monday or Sunday they might get going again, get the Pre-Em on, get that finished. So far, I think that Kieran would say that, he thinks that the 48 metre sprayers from the 36 made a massive difference in terms of, travelling at between 10 and 12k at 200 litres a hectare. In 2.5 days, he did over 1,000 acres, which when you're going at that speed, actually, and filling up at 200, that's a good outcome. So he's 1,000 hectares, not 1,000 acres, sorry, 1,000 hectares. So he's done very well. And yeah, we're making some good strides. Now I'm starting to think whether I've got my acres and hectares mixed up. Just bear with me a second. 4, 8, 12. No, that is right. That is right. Yeah, I'm right. It's hectares. Sorry, there was that moment.
So that's 2,500 acres.
Correct. It's because I was looking at you and thinking we never talk in hectares together.
No, I'm still in acres.
You don't even know what hectare is.
Well, it's 2.471. That I do remember from the school days.
Okay, but then if you start talking about 100 weights, I tell you...
Well, there's 20 of those to a ton.
Yeah, you can go if you're going to start that, because I am not going into that 100 weight thing.
That's when you get into fluid ounces you want to really start worrying.
Why you ring me up to say to me, now, how many 100 weights are you putting on, farmer? Please. I've never worked in 100 weights, and I don't think you even worked in 100 weights.
It's basically 50 kilos.
Per 100 weight?
Per 100.
Okay, so it's not so bad, okay. All right, well, thanks for dropping that secret in. But for anybody out there that's really wanted to know in 100 weights, you are the oracle of that. But it's amazing who I saw last night at the Farmers Weekly do. Ben Banks, so neighbour, Martin Lyon's neighbour. Richard Squires, he was there. It was surprising who was there. The great and good of Cambridgeshire.
Did they win?
No, they weren't entered into anything. But But there was some, you know, it was interesting. Obviously, we went, didn't we, in 2006 when I was lucky enough to win Young Farmer of the Year. Not a title I could hold any longer, I'm afraid, but Middle-Aged Man of the Year maybe. And
No, that
Tom,
makes
you're not
me an
supposed
old
to,
man.
You're not
No.
supposed to laugh. No, you're old.
No,
man.
I'm middle-aged.
No,
You're younger.
You're just old man now. Anyway, I had a haircut yesterday, Father, just to cut the grey out.
What about the bit on top?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that I got from you. And if I got a picture of great grandfather as bald as a coot.
At the age of 23.
Yes, well, thank goodness we didn't carry those genes. It was a good night. Brought back some memories. Last time I went was 2007. So 2006 I won. 2007 I got to be a judge for the next year. So that I enjoyed actually the judging part. That was interesting. I met some lovely people last night as well and some old friends. So good night and thank you to Nitro Soul for the invite. So your shipping video got me an invite, Tom, to... where's your invite? Oh, well, you know, Trinidad. You're getting Trinidad. Anyway, I was telling Lord Fuller about turning left. I have a short leg on one side, but not sure he's bought into this whole turning left. So I asked them last night, could I buy all my fertiliser on my Amex card so that I could get my points and then I could buy my own ticket to turn left to go to Trinidad, just purely on my fertiliser sales. So I'll set them that challenge. Anyway, so we had a YouTuber from Canada here on the 25th September. We haven't played it, but Tom's going to put it on in this video because you know, he came over to have a look round. I did actually meet him in Germany. Was it Germany, Tom?
Yeah,
Yeah, when we went to Horsh, I met him then. So he then came here for a visit. So Tom's going to put that on. Apologies that that's sort of back in time. But we wanted to concentrate on the drilling. It's interesting that you brought your own cameraman.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to work out which one's better. And we think we should have an arm wrestle. What do you think?
You got to see our videos.
Yeah. No. We're not worried about the videos. We want arm wrestling.
We need a head.
Canada versus England. But the thing is, I feel like we've lost already.
Well,
Yeah. We've got he's like Tweety Bird, isn't he? You know who Tweety Bird is? A little old Sparrowshanks.
well, you guys are blessed with so much concrete surface here. If they had a collision, there's a lot of money hitting the ground.
You reckon? With the cameras. So do a quick introduction here. We've got a famous YouTuber that's called in from Canada, from Alberta as it turns out.
Yeah.
And he's come over here for the JCB factory tour, is that right?
And the launch of the 6000 series fast track.
And your YouTube channel is, as it's written here,
Farming Ain't
Farming Ain't Easy.
Yeah.
So quickly tell us about yourself and the farm that you've got and who's involved in the farm.
Okay, well, for the loyal viewers on that camera, they know. But for this camera, we're a smaller farm. We are first generation farm, which makes us unique, especially in our area of the world. We farm forages. We're not as diverse into grain and livestock, so we focus on the forage industry, so a lot of dry hay and silage. So we're pretty hyper focused on that, as well as the custom work, which here in Europe you call that an agribusiness.
No, contracting.
Or just contracting?
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be the term.
Okay, so so we do a lot of contracting as well, just to be able to afford the equipment, because if we just farmed our own acres, we couldn't afford to have nearly the quantity or nice equipment at all. So we like to have the technology and the good running kit.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have an unhealthy obsession with machinery?
Yes, but my wife might watch this video, so I can't be completely honest with you about that obsession.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that I have one. I can't even hide it.
There is some steel around here.
And concrete. That's the other thing I like.
Well, it's either you're obsessed with concrete or cleanliness, and it's beautiful around here. This is a very nice setup.
Well, what did he leave us? He left us a lot of concrete. Yeah, I like concrete.
You know, you have a beautiful operation there. This is a massive shop for Europe.
Yeah.
This would even be a massive shop for our area.
You guys generally have stone yards, don't you?
Yes,
yeah.
Just gravel.
Yeah.
Inside the shops, usually we'll have concrete, but a concrete pad and apron like this, I don't even know if I know of one this big.
Weather-wise, though, I mean, you get the snow, don't you?
We do.
So when does your snow start?
It can come any day now. We are on borrowed time.
September. So September, and then when does it fall?
Well, the first day of fall is now. we get frost the first week of September. That's the bigger question is when does our growing season end? And that's usually the first week of September.
Okay.
It may not be a hard frost, but we start getting frost.
Will still be harvesting in September as a rule? Then?
Yeah, so...
In a frost?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
There'll be combines in an unfortunate year running in the snow. It's not...
That's not unheard
It's
of.
not ideal, but it's not unheard of.
Okay.
It has happened, but winter can come on any time. So as of September, we're on borrowed time. Anything can happen. We are very delayed. We've had the opposite season as what you guys have been battling with drought.
Yeah.
We started out very dry this year, and come the middle of July, it started raining and didn't stop.
Really, that's what I'm so fearful of. I mean, like literally, it rained, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, and suddenly there was rain, and I thought, oh my God, it started.
Yes.
And it's like, you know, I was thinking, oh my, you know, we need to get the drilling finished because I'm convinced it's going to just like that, it's just going to come.
Yes.
But it just cannot do that.
No, not at all. So when you guys are seeding, actually I haven't finished answering your question yet, as far as how many people work for us. Essentially 4 guys, we do have some other help, but 4 guys, and this is, I think I've seen more than 4 tractors drive by just in the time that we're doing the introduction here. So.
There is a small army.
Do you mind if I ask how many in the army here?
32 full-time.
Yes.
That's everybody, and you go up to 51 with casual labour, you know, maybe driving the lorries or whether it's harvest students, etc.
Yes.
So we're coming back down the other side now in terms of additional labour.
Yes.
We're down to one extra person on the farm. And then obviously we've got people who float in and out throughout the year on the lorries when people take holidays.
So would you say half finished seeding your fall crop?
We're over 70% through.
70%, okay. And are you seeding into moisture given that you had such a dry summer?
Surprisingly, there is some moisture there, but if you dig down a bit further, it's rock hard dry.
So no subsoil moisture?
No, nothing. Absolutely dry. No, don't worry, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Because the one thing about England is it always rains.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
so
heard that.
I feel absolutely sure of that. The year before last, we had just over a metre. So that was actually the first time, I think, in my career that I'd ever had that volume of rain.
Yes.
And it never let up. And of course, being on heavy clay land that we are,
yes.
unless you've got a lot of wind or you've got a frost, which we don't get many of, we might only get 5 days of frost, if you see what I mean.
Oh, wow.
So
we could vacation here in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah, you'd love it. It'd be like Vegas for you. Yeah, you'd love it.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Actually, on a side note there, our agronomist, Andrew, our viewers know him. He's from here in the UK.
Okay.
And he's always told us about the record wheat yields, world record yields that have come from here.
Yeah.
How far are we away from that geography?
An hour and a half. Yeah,
Which direction?
North.
Okay.
The guy that got it this year, he's up, I think he's only about half an hour up from our farm we have at Grantham. So you could get to him in an hour and a half. You might, you know, see if you know him, do you? Yeah, he's nodding there. You might be able to go and see him.
Oh, wow.
And if you find out how he does it, let me know. And which area are you based in?
Alberta, Canada. We're right on the west side of Alberta, right up against the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, really?
From where our farm, we're in the hills. We have some flat land, but we would be literally in the rocks of the Rocky Mountains in about 20 to 30 minutes.
And what height are you above sea level?
Ooh, my house where I live is 3,700 feet. I can do the conversion to meters for you.
That's all right. Yeah, yeah.
We're a metric country, but we still
catch on a bit. You know, get into metric.
Well, we flip flop on certain things. Obviously, our speed and weight is very metric, but
we're drilling now, and we're hoping to be finished, if we can be, in the next sort of 10 days. That's our aspiration. Now, that's almost unheard of. I don't think I've probably got drilled this early since about 2012, which is about the last time actually I had the highest yield. So we're trying to almost go back to the drilling early, which I correlate, if I look back in my history, to where we've got the best yields. We might get more blackgrass, which is a weed that we suffer with, but actually the yield is proportionate to the drilling day, and today is the most important day for drilling in English terms of wheat.
Oh, I wish you the most success. Do you have the GPS data and the crop variety data from 2012?
Oh, yeah.
When you were that successful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and mimic it as close as you can.
Yeah, and the soil conditions and the way everything is drilled is perfect.
Oh,
it's
great.
whether we're going to have the level of chemical control to be able to cope with the, the infestation of the weeds, one for a better word.
I have been hearing, or we have all been hearing, the challenges in Europe, especially in the UK, on chemical control. We all deal with it in the
Yeah,
same.
well, we've got less chemical now than we had.
Yes.
That's generally down to registration, but we have an issue effectively that the people don't reapply for the registration, so because it's too costly and takes too long, and it may be that the particular chemical is now can be used by other people can manufacture it. So
Yes.
of course the people who set it up originally don't want to go through the cost of that for the benefit of many other competitors. So it falls aside, or the EU or a like decides that they don't want that chemical any longer and they take it off the shelf.
They decide.
Yeah. So we're suffering a bit with that.
Yes. Well,
I mean, the issue effectively is actually, you know, our generations of families have done so well in producing a plentiful amount of food.
yes.
For food and the shortage isn't something that gets talked about anymore. So of course we continue to grow the food regardless of the price, don't we? Hoping that the price is going to come right.
Yes.
So there's no risk almost at the moment of there being a shortage of food.
No.
Because we work in that aspect.
And technology is helping keeping it up.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you're exactly the same, aren't you? The prices
Yeah.
are bad, but we're gonna plant because that's what we do.
We're farmers.
Yeah, and we think, well, don't worry, it's going to come right. And then each year we say the same. We're just currently doing a budget meeting at the moment, and we currently next year is scheduled to make a loss with the prices as they are today. So unless something changes, it means we have to cut costs. And where do you cut the costs? And who is going to be the victim?
Yes.
Oh, nothing's on my desk. Don't worry, Tom. Nothing's on my desk. Yeah, that's a very good point. Nothing's on my desk, Tom. Yeah. But, yeah, we always have to be careful what is actually on my desk, don't we? So everything. Can you see this? Because I know you have a zoom in, zoom out problem. But what you're laughing because it's Excel, aren't you?
I'm laughing because it's so big.
What are you saying?
Your eyesight's going.
You find humour in the most extraordinary places. You're not supposed to laugh at this, Rob. Anyway, so I do everything basically on Excel, and if you're doing my ball patch, I'm really not going to be entertained. Is that what you're doing? That's really cruel. This is not funny.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Yeah, well, this is not. I don't know what you got to laugh at. I've got it from you. That's the problem.
I don't know.
Well, what you're suggesting you weren't involved in my.
Oh, I can't answer that. You have to talk to your mother.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've got some peculiar habits, and they definitely resonate from you. That's for sure. Anyway, so just going into what's left, we've got as it turned out on this, we actually had, and I've just got to update it so it wasn't right. So as of before I went to the Farmers Weekly Award, we had 338 hectares. So I've just got to update that. But in principle, we got 1 day left of drilling. So Nick Blake and everybody and Michael, they're all doing it on Gatekeeper, doing it right. But I like to keep my own, and the reason I do it this way is because I can click on what all the jobs are we're going to do, whether it's mowing or drilling or tranoing or jokering or subsoiling. I click it on, and then I can go to the percentages of what's left, and I can do that but rated to days, so I can work out how many days we've got left. Because effectively everything we work on is hectares as opposed to hours. And then I've got all my grain sales and everything on it. So this is my Bible for farming. I've got everything on here, from fertilizer to seed production to storage, and then everybody else does it properly on the farm accounts and the Gatekeeper. But I do it this way, and the only person who has connection to this is Nick Blake. So we have it so that he can actually see what I'm doing live, etc. So if he wants to work on anything, he can do. When we do end of stocks and things like that. Anyway, so what's happened is that Simon's just having a look at this tractor, because for some reason, just as it's come off the roundabout, it's throwing some oil out, so we don't know what's wrong with this. So have you rung Chandler's? All right. So anyway, Simon's just investigating to see how much oil's disappeared and why. Strange. Pete's up in the mezzanine of dreams. This is Pete's happy now, because when it gets rain and murky, he likes it. He likes it when nobody else likes it, when the weather's bad. Yeah. Don't you? Yes. Yeah? Can't replace himself. It's not natural. So, yeah, so they've redone the head on this. So we're going to take it off, but can you get round here, Tom? I'll show you what's happened. So they managed to do it in situ. Can you see that where all they've drilled out in the head, and then they put a helicore, which is like a new threading, which you put in, and then you release it, and it basically grips into the head. And now when they go to put their exhaust manifold back on there, you've now got all the bolts done to the threads that we want them to be. So quite pleased with that. But then it turns out, according to Simon, that when he then went to look at the, there's bits everywhere. Oh, here it is. But apparently, let's have a look. He said to me, you need to put a square ruler on it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, it was a couple of mil out, he said. Oh, that's not ideal. So what we're going to do there is the same place, Cambridge Rebores. I think Simon's going to take it there, and that's going to get polished level, ready to put the that back on. So we're getting somewhere. So that was £125 an hour from door to door, their door to door, of course, to do that. But we didn't actually have to take the head off the car and then take it to them, so that's ideal. The heater matrix, allegedly it's the pipes at the end, the actual heater core is okay, so we've got to collect that, I believe, and try and put some different rubber pipes on to clamp it in a different position to negate where it's leaking at the end, where it's got crushed. I think someone's over tightened it, so it's crushed the pipe. And then this is the timing kit. So this is a new timing belt. It says on it that it was done in 2013, for just peace of mind. It comes with the new sprockets and timing, the adjuster. And then we'll put that on. Basically, that's the top of the engine and the bottom of the engine. And when that's turning, obviously that's turning the top, so that you make sure that the pistons, when they go up, don't hit the valves. So as the pistons go up, the valves, move. So effectively, you don't get them coming down into the piston and then bending the rods. So you have to get this in the right position, which is the timing, as they refer to, so that the two don't clash. So we'll put a new one on, because if that breaks, basically you do your engine in. And for the cost of that, I don't know, it's £80 or something like that. And we new an engine. The head, we could find another head, interestingly, for £500, which I thought was quite good value. But of course, if you're trying to find the whole lot would be difficult, probably having to get it rebuilt. So that is the update. So Aaron has finished the subsoil and he's finished his drilling. So at some point he can get back onto that. So they're all on the way back from Links. They'll end up going home. It's what time is it now? It's just gone 10. So no doubt they'll get back here just after 11. They'll go home, and then Sunday they'll come in and try and get that drilling done. If not, fall into Monday, weather permitting. Looks like the weather is changing now. We've got some unsettled weather going ahead, so I think it's just at the nick of time. So yeah, please have the beans in, and they're depending on which drill, they're 3 3/4 inch on the Avatar, between 4 to 4.5 inch on the Sprinter and on the bean drill. So, and it's gone into very dry soil at the bottom. So the reality is that we won't see them until after the middle of October, if not towards the end of October. In terms of establishment, even with this rain at the moment, this is only going to cross the top. So perfect timing. We've just hit 27,000 subscribers, so pretty happy about that. It's a Good Friday finish. Most of the guys are home because it's raining. So all of you guys out there which are hoping to drill in October, just so in case you weren't aware, October drilling is for losers. And all the wonderful ladies out there that are listening to their husbands watching this, you can get them a t-shirt. And Tom has done them a special little deal where you type in October 25 in the promo box and you get a discount on it. And Tom too, Jerry, he is going on this weekend. What day is it, Tom, please? Sunday to the Model Tractors at Spalding show So if you fancy going there, Tom will be there. Say hi to him, and he'll have all the PX tractors on display, which he's doing sort of a discount ready for people to get ready for Christmas and things. So anyway, it sounds like nothing but discounts, quite frankly. Anyway, there we go. So thanks ever so much, everybody, and we will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.